Hi everyone, welcome to yet another episode whereby we'll be talking about some of the liquids that you can drink while you're doing intermittent fasting. But before we get right into it, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for helping us reach the 1000 subscriber mark. We couldn't have been able to reach this far were it not for your support. Thank you so much. So we mostly talk about what to eat when it comes to breaking our fast. But what about liquids? What is acceptable and what not? So let's dive into the science, put this question to bed so that you can stop scratching your head wondering what to drink when you're doing intermittent fasting, and so that you can get on achieving your goals with intermittent fasting. If you're coming across the term intermittent fasting for the very first time, this is an eating pattern that cycles between periods of fasting and eating. And there's so many different ways to do intermittent fasting. Unfortunately, I won't be talking about them today, but I'll leave a link in the description box below whereby you can check out how to do intermittent fasting for beginners. So when it comes to what you can drink during your fasting window, one thing you need to keep in mind is that you need to stay away from anything that spikes insulin, because insulin disrupts all the benefits of fasting. And one might have the question, why is it that what we drink or not drink crucial? And one thing you need to know is that the human body needs water, and it is not something that we can be able to hack or override. And when you are fasting, you tend to get dehydrated. And most of the time, dehydration is usually confused with hunger. And this is because 20% of our fluids also come from the food that we are eating. So when we restrict eating, we also tend to get dehydrated. And that is why whatever we drink is very, very crucial. So what can you drink during your fasting window? And on top of the list, we have water. And just like we've seen, it's kind of imperative that you drink your water. And I know that you've heard this phrase over and over again, hydrate, hydrate. But why is drinking your water important? Number one, it helps your brain works better, because about 70% of our brain consists of water. The other one is that it helps in boosting our metabolism, helps us in regulating our body's temperature, and also in curbing our appetite, and so much more. So hydrate. The second one is coffee. And for coffee lovers, we got you. You can still enjoy a cup of coffee during your fasting window. Coffee is also very important because it helps us in igniting our body's engine for the day, helping us feel more awake and energized. But please note, we need to be taking our coffee sugarless. We're not supposed to be adding any creamers or any milk. No bulletproof coffees, because when we add in those additives, they tend to spike insulin. The third acceptable liquid is tea, and tea is on the menu. And just like we've talked about coffee, please let's have our tea sugarless. And you can have your black tea, you can also have your green tea. It's a very, very good way to bring some flavor during your fasting. The other one is ACV, and you can add apple cider vinegar in your water. So in a cup of warm water, you can add about a teaspoon and sip through your fasting window, because ACV has 0 calories. It helps us in curbing our appetite as well and making us feel full. If you have watched this video this far, kindly give it a thumbs up so that you can be able to spread to amazing people like you. Thank you. And that kind of sums up all the acceptable liquids that you're supposed to be drinking during intermittent fasting. So let's look at what's not acceptable. And one, we have adding lemon in your water. And this is one drink that falls into that much heated place in nutritional science, the gray area. Some say yes, some say no, but I'd advise us to have our lemon water when we are breaking our fast, not during our fasting window. The second one is diet sodas, especially for people who usually say that they are drinking the Coke Zeros. One thing you need to know is that these diet sodas also have artificial sweeteners, which equates to sugar, which automatically spike our insulin and throws us out of our fasting. The third drink that we're not supposed to be consuming is energy drinks. Automatically it's gonna break your fast, so stay away from it. The other one is milk, and about 1 glass of milk has around 12 grams of carbohydrates and 0 fiber, so please don't drink your milk. The other one is bone broth, and I know that most people love bone broth, but please make sure that you don't take it during your fasting window. Yes, it has these amazing electrolytes that your body needs, but when you consume it, it kicks you out of ketosis. The other one is fruit juices and smoothies, and this has a huge impact on your blood sugars. So please make sure that you don't consume your smoothies and your fruit juices, because they're gonna kick you out of your fast. Last but not least is alcohol, and I know that this might be a no-brainer, but let's clear the air. I have had some people saying that they can consume their vodkas because someone told them that they are clear spirits and they have 0 calories, but we are here to put that question to bed. Please don't drink your alcohol during your fasting window. It's gonna automatically break your fast. So here is the takeaway, guys. We've seen that we're supposed to be hydrating, taking our sugarless coffee, taking our sugarless green tea and black tea, and also adding a bit of ACV in our water, and staying away from alcohol, energy drinks, bone broth, etc. And I hope that after listening to this episode, the questions, will this break my fast in relatives to drinks, won't trouble you anymore after the insights that we have shared. If you need help when it comes to planning your meals around intermittent fasting, you can contact us via the contacts on the screen, and they'll also be on the description box below. Thank you so much for watching this far. Please remember to leave me a comment down below. Hit that subscribe button if you still haven't, and I'll definitely see you on the next one.